You're doing everything you can to show up for your child, but then they come home from the other parent's house and suddenly something feels off. They're distant, dismissive, acting out. Maybe they even repeat things that sound exactly like your ex, things that hurt. And in that moment, you wonder, oh my gosh, are they turning against me? Is my connection with them broken? I need you to hear this. Your child still needs you, even if they don't show it. And while you can't stop your ex from manipulating them, you can help your child see the truth without saying a single bad word about the other parent. Let's talk about how. I'm Sybil Cummin. I'm a licensed therapist and the founder of Rising Beyond Power and Control and the Rising Beyond podcast. And I've been specializing in working with families where there is coercive control and domestic violence for over a decade. So before we even talk about helping your child recognize manipulation, we need to start here. Your connection with your child is your greatest protection against manipulation. Kids believe the people that they feel the safest with and the closest to. So if your ex is actively trying to pull them away, the best thing you can do isn't to fight back. It's to make your bond with your child so strong that no matter the amount of manipulation, it can't be broken. So how are you going to do that? So one, you need to prioritize your presence over perfection. Your child doesn't need a perfect parent. That's not even a real thing. They need a safe, consistent one. Even if time with them is limited, make sure the time you have, you are fully present. Try to have fewer distractions and no divided attention. You're going to be their emotional safe space. So your ex may train them to suppress their emotions, but you can be the one place where they don't have to pretend. When they share something hard, you might respond with something like, that sounds really tough. I've got you. You don't have to figure this out alone. You can anchor them also with rituals and predictability. Kids feel really safe when they know what to expect. Little rituals like bedtime chats, a special handshake, a weekly movie night, these become emotional anchors that they can rely on and be excited about. Why does this matter? When a child feels truly secure with you, they will naturally start to notice when the other parent's behavior doesn't align with what love should feel like. And once your bond is strong, the next step is to really help your child think for themselves, because you telling them what's true and what isn't enough. They need to discover it on their own. And the best way to do that is, again, that bond, really focusing on attachment and asking the right questions. So let's say your child says, Mom, Dad told me that you don't really love me. You just want to take me away from him. Instead of having a huge reaction, deep breath and try responding with, that's interesting. What do you think love looks like? Or what do you notice when you're with me? Do you feel safe? Do you feel loved? Right? Asking with curiosity. You're not forcing them to take your side. You're guiding them towards their own understanding. And over time, this builds discernment, which is really important, so that they can question things on their own. Your focus is giving them the gift of perspective, having them feel the difference between unconditional love, which is yours, and love with strings attached. Your co-parent may use affection as a weapon. They only love them when they agree with them. I withdraw when you don't agree, but you are going to show up no matter what. So if your ex punishes your child for expressing emotions, but you are validating their feelings, they will recognize that your love feels different. It feels safer, freer. It takes time, but kids don't forget how someone makes them feel. The other tools you're using to help your kids feel the difference, well, we're going to use attunement, co-regulation, and narration of your observations. So these are play therapy techniques and tools. Attuning to your child is meeting them where they are emotionally and energy-wise. Co-regulation is how you help your child regulate just by being present with them. So you may have some work to do on your own so that you can stay regulated in tough times. And remember that regulation does not mean that you're zen. It means that you know you will be okay no matter the feeling that you're having. And that's what we want our kids to feel. Another powerful tool is narrating your observations. This is used in play therapy all the time. It basically means that you're going to describe what you see without judgment or any pressure. So if your child comes home upset but won't talk, you could say, I noticed you're really quiet today. It looks like you might be feeling something big. Or during play, you might notice something like, oh, I see that bad guy in your game is tricking the other characters. Ooh, I don't trust him. That must feel really frustrating. This gives your child the language to express all the different things they're feeling without making them feel judged or defensive. Now, I know how hard this is, easier said than done. Watching your child be manipulated and feeling powerless is one of the most painful things a parent can go through. But remember, you don't have to fight back with words. That's not going to work anyways. You really have to be the safe place where your child learns to think critically, trust their own experiences, and recognize what unconditional and real love looks and feels like. If this video seemed helpful to you, be sure to subscribe and to check out the resources at risingbeyondpc.com. I've got a lot there for you. I'll put some of the links in the description below. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments. I would love to help you. Thank you for what you're doing, for being a protective parent, and I'll catch you next time.